So, what is personal branding? Can you change it? How do you do it? Hello and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Nazerene and this channel is all about using your skills to become a creative entrepreneur. Today the topic is personal branding and I've broken it down into 4 aspects that we're going to look at. So there's also some action points in this video, so grab a pen and paper and let's start working on this. So what is personal branding? I think it's helpful to take a step back and think about, well, what is branding in the first place? Back in the day, people would use a scorching hot iron to brand and mark property and possessions so you knew how to identify where it came from. And this concept has been transferred into marketing, and it's a way that businesses can make themselves identifiable to potential customers. It's what comes to mind when people think of a product or a service. It's that perception that people have of a business, and that can be built in different ways through a logo or a slogan or a celebrity face, brand colours, fonts. All those things can help to build up that brand. So personal branding is about what you present about yourself to others so that they can build up an expectation of what they're going to get from you or your product or your services. And this is really important because if you're an entrepreneur, a lot of the time, you, your face, your name, you are the brand because you are the business. So controlling that narrative of how you're perceived by others can be really powerful and can really work in your favor if you are intentional about it. The thing is, everyone has a personal brand already. We all edit and select which parts we'd like to highlight and present to those around us. You could even argue that how you dress is a part of how you want others to perceive you. So personal branding for your business is just being aware and choosing how you present yourself to others. So first action point, take some time with a notepad and pen and jot down some ideas to these questions so that you can start to be intentional about crafting your personal brand. The first set of questions is about values. How do you want your business to be perceived? What makes you and your personality unique? What values do you have in life? Who inspires you and why? What will you stand up and fight for? And what kind of work do you want to do? The second lot of questions are about visuals. What colours complement your personality? What clothing style reflects you? If you had a website or a business card, what kind of vibe would it have? Would it be grungy and dark? Would it be bright colours? Would it be sleek and clean and minimalist? What kind of vibe would it have? So the first aspect of personal branding is online presence. Now, this is arguably the most important factor. Anyone at any time can look you up online. Do the search results match up to what you want to be seen as? Does your online presence fit with how you want your business to be seen? Are you even visible online? Do people even know your business and what you do? The best thing you can do as a creative entrepreneur is have a strong online presence where others can see what you do and it's presented in a clear and professional way. Think about it. If you've never heard of a company that someone's recommended to you, you're probably going to look them up online, right? And if you don't find a website or anything online, you probably think, wait, are these people even legit? If you find a really out-of-date website, perception of them probably isn't going to be the best or very professional. You'll probably have some questions. If this is how they run their website, well, how do they run their business? And the thing is, you don't want that to be you. So look yourself up online. What comes up for you? Those points that we talked about earlier, do the search results match up with what you've written down? If not, then that's okay, and you can remove it or try and change it and add what you want to be there instead. Another action point for you. Do you have a website? And is it an accurate representation of you? Do you need to do some cleaning up online? Do you have professional photographs? And what do those photographs communicate about you? Write down some of the things that you want to change and set some time to work on it. Personal branding aspect number 2 is social media. Social media makes this really tricky, and the truth is you probably already have some kind of online presence and it probably links in to the first one a bit, but this is more particularly about social platforms and what you shared on them. If the thought of your Facebook or Instagram newsfeeds being put on display to the world makes you cringe, then it's probably time to make it private and start a professional one. Think of them as tools. Ask yourselves, well, why do I have a Twitter account? Why do I have Instagram? Why do I have TikTok? What purpose are you actually using it for? If you want to use it for your business, then use it for that. And maybe if you feel like it's appropriate, you can share aspects of your private life. You can be personable and relatable without sharing every aspect of your life. I mean, if you want to, go ahead. I mean, you do you in it. It's just being mindful of the persona that you're creating for yourself. Now, this can be really hard because you don't want to censor yourself or your personality just because others might take it in the wrong way. Harsh truth, not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. Isn't it better that people get a true representation of you so that the right people are attracted to you, but also that the right people are pulled away from you? If you're an artist, every single person isn't going to like your art, and that's okay. As people learn what you're about, your style and your vibe, the people who will click with you for the right reasons. And the people who expect something different, well, they'll go somewhere elsewhere. So you can still share your personality and what makes you you, but just be mindful, are you sharing the things that line up with how you want to be perceived? Does it align with your personal brand that you're trying to create? The next action point, what social media platforms work best for your business? And what platforms do you actually enjoy using? There's no point using a platform just because you think that you have to. If you like it, it's a better chance that you're probably going to use it more frequently. Personal branding aspect number 3 is what other people say about you. And the other side of this is not just what you say about yourself, but what other people are saying about you and how they perceive you. Have you done any interviews, any press releases, or any reviews that talk about your work? Having recognition from other people gives you another form of credibility. Think about, well, what gives you weight and differentiates you from other people? Are there any accolades or awards that you have? Think about when you hear New York Times bestseller. You know it's going to be a good book and it's got some weight to it because someone else has vouched for it and loads of other people have bought it. It adds weight and authority to your personal brand. So add these things to your website or to your social media platforms so that when people search for you, they can see what other people have been saying about you. And it's not all just self-promotion. Personal branding aspect number 4, you as a person. Your personal brand is so closely tied up with who you are. How do you work? What's your persona like in a meeting or in an audition? What are the things that have happened in your life that make you, you? What's the journey to where you're at today and the person that you've become? Think about what those turning points are in your life so that when you connect with people and they start to ask more about you, you have an answer rather than sort of fumbling around. Now, it's best to just tell the truth. Don't exaggerate and try and think of this huge sob story of, oh, I used to work in the hood, man. If that's not you, then it's fine. It's not that deep. The main thing is to just be authentic. You still need to be professional, yes, but there's no point trying to conjure up this persona that is so far from yourself, because the truth is it's going to be really hard to keep that up. Also, when people meet you and you're not like that, well, it's going to be a bit disappointing and nobody wants that. So my take on personal branding is to just be mindful of what you are creating. Are the things that you're putting into the online space, are they serving or are they detracting from what you're trying to build? The questions at the beginning, go through them and get clear on your values and what you want your personal brand to be. I like to think about personal branding as presenting the best version of yourself. So rewatch this video, make some notes, and happy creating. See you in the next one. Bye.